Hello everyone, my name is Carlos Bravo from the cloud team at Canonical, and in this video I wanted to show you how to set up your own EKS cluster on FIPS mode running on Ubuntu as worker nodes. Okay, in a second video I'm going to show you how to build FIPS containers to run on top of this stack. Okay, so in general terms, in order to make this work, we need to get an Ubuntu EKS AMI, attach our canonical token, I'm going to show you how, then enable FIPS mode and save this AMI, because this AMI is going to be used for creating the cluster and launching the worker nodes using this AMI after. Okay, so let's get started. What we are going to use for building the AMI is Packer, okay, because I already have a pre-baked Packer JSON file. We could use also EC2 image builder. Okay, it works exactly in the same way. It's different, but it produces the same result. All right, so this is the Packer file. Okay, I'm going to explain to you mainly these details after I start building the image. All right, so I'm going to build it with Packer build, and then I'm give it the name of this file. Right. While it builds, I'm going to show you this file. This file also is already shared in the description of this video. You will get a link to the GitHub repository that has it. And let me show you what it does. This is where the variables are stored. The AWS access key here, the secret key is also here. They are both taken from the AAM console from AWS. The UA token is something that I'm gonna show it to you later, but it's mainly how do you enable the Pro services on this machine, and FIPS is one of the services part of this. Which version of EKS we are using, so if you get a newer EKS version in the future, you just change this and everything will just work. So in order to get the token for enabling FIPS, you need to go to ubuntu.com/advantage and log in or create your own account. If you're just creating an account, you can get a free personal token for development and testing only. But if you want to go for production, you need a professional token here. So you can see here that I have these subscriptions already. You just need to take this token and paste it on the Packer file directly. Alright, so this is the builder part, and I want to show you that this is how you build the AMI name. So you can put whatever you want here, alright? I mean, I am using just an EKS with the version 1.23 FIPS Ubuntu based on 2004 with the timestamp, okay? Very, very simple. But the key part here is to take the right image. I need the Ubuntu EKS image, and this is the naming convention that we have. You pick Ubuntu EKS / the Kubernetes version, and then the version that you're looking for, which is 2004. Okay. The rest, the important part is here in the provisioners. So this is exactly like logging into an EC2 server and running these commands. For example, here I'm telling it to just wait to finish all the initialization processes where Ubuntu Advantage is activated, the cloud init does all the configurations and so on, so the image finishes launching it. Then I'm running an update. Standard good practice, always when you create a new server, run your update and upgrade to your server. And then here is where the magic happens. I'm attaching my token. I'm waiting for UA to enable everything, and then here I am enabling FIPS. Okay, this will change my kernel, this will change crypto libraries to specific versions, and then just to avoid having clone machines from this AMI with the same machine ID, which can create some problems in the future, I'm just removing all the machines IDs, and that's it. That is all what this is doing. So I'm going back to the terminal. If you see the terminal, create an image, run the update, attached the token to my personal account, and then it enabled FIPS mode. Okay, installing FIPS packages, FIPS enabled, and now we just need to wait. Okay, I even have the AMI number. So since we have the AMI number, we can take it, and I'm going to show you what to do on AWS side. Okay, and you can see even that the image that the server is being terminated now. So I'm switching back to EKS console. So I'm gonna type a name here. This is my FIPS cluster. Okay, Kubernetes version, I'm picking the latest. Service role, I already have a service role here created. Okay, you have to take note of this because otherwise it's not gonna work. But the documentation is there, you can always get it. And I'm clicking next. This is my default VPC. Setting everything by default. Next. And then with this, the cluster is being created. Let me see. I had a problem with availability zone. So this one is not working. A, B, C, and D. Okay, that was it. Okay, now it's being created. So since we are waiting here for the FIPS cluster, we are going to head back to the EC2 console. Why? Because in order to use a worker node that is not included in the EKS console, like Amazon Linux and maybe Bottle Bucket, I'm not sure, you need to go to EC2 and create a launch template configuration. Let me go back and you will see. So we have launch templates here. I have already created some. I'm gonna create a new one. So this is Ubuntu 20.04 FIPS with case 1.23. Version 1, I don't know, description. All right, so this is important. If you see, I need to specify an MII. So we are going to specify a custom value. Okay. All right, so I have the AMI here. I know that this is a FIPS Ubuntu EKS. Instance type, if we need it, we need something bigger, I think. So let's use T2 medium. But it's better if we specify it during launch. Okay, keeper, not a very good practice. You shouldn't be logging into your worker nodes. Network setting, everything by default, and in advanced details there is one specific important configuration that here, according to the documentation, here is where you tell the machine to join the cluster. So we are going to write this. Okay, so we're gonna paste this. This is coming from the documentation. I will also share with you the documentation step by step about this on the description of this video. So what is the cluster name? This is funny because I already forgot. I'm going to open the console again, the EKS console. So my FIPS cluster, yes, I'm gonna paste that in here, and that's it. This is my launch template. I'm telling EC2 console that I have a template for launching this specific AMI with this specific configuration. For networking, I didn't change anything, and I added just the bootstrap script for logging into this cluster. Okay, now the cluster is being created. Once it finishes, we are going to create compute. Okay, now the cluster is active and we can go to the tab compute, and we are going to click on add node group. We have to give it a name, specify the IAM role, which I already have pre-configured. And here's where the magic happens, because here we need to select the launch template that we just created. I have many, as you can see already. And this is the latest one. Only one version for the moment. And we're leaving the rest by default. Okay, I'm missing a hyphen here. Extra configuration as instance type, size. I can change it here. I can add more nodes if I wanted to. If you need to change anything on network, we're gonna leave everything by default. And that's it. I'm clicking create. And now you can see that the node group is being created, and that's it. I have already the cluster running. I'm provisioning the nodes now, and those nodes are using the AMI that we just built. So once this finishes the creation, we will be running our EKS with Ubuntu worker nodes on FIPS mode. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.